Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards, and in this video I want to answer the question, what is the print run of the 2022 Topps Series 2 Julio Rodriguez short print? I think we've all been wondering, what is the print run of the 2022 Series 2 Julio Rodriguez image variation short print that is now in packs? It's going for around $400 raw and about $2,000 in the PSA 10. It's extremely valuable, but I want to know, is that cost worth it? Is that cost too high? Is it too low based off of the print runs in comparison to, let's say, the Ronald Acuna Jr. bat down from 2018 Series 2 that was projected to have 10 to 20,000 of them? Is it higher? Is it lower? Where are we at? So in this video, I'm going to break down a few different ways I tried to calculate this number, and I'm going to let you know what I believe this print run is currently. One thing I will say before we dive into it is because it's not a serial numbered card, and because of the way Topps has pack odds, I won't be exact whatsoever. But I'm going to show you all the data I can, and I'll give you my thoughts, and you also can make your own assumptions based off of what I'm going to be giving you as I dove way deep into this. I don't ask for this often, but I spend a lot of time on this video, and it's a very fun topic. So if you wouldn't mind, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you wouldn't mind to share on social media, that'd be great as well. All right, let's just jump into it. First thing I want to show is in comparison the Julio Rodriguez right here. This is the short print from 2022, and the Ronald Acuna Jr. bat down from 2018 Topps Series 2. I want to show the checklist first to give you an idea of why I thought this specific way. I used hobby pack odds and the clear acetate cards because they're hobby exclusive to get the total print run of this exact card in hobby boxes. And the reason I thought I could do that is because if this is the 2018 checklist, you'll see SP variations, super short print variations, and late rookie SP. It is its own category that's not listed on any pack odds as actually having a short print. So like on the pack, it's not going to say late rookie SP 1 in 1,000 packs. It doesn't even mention it. While over here for base image variation set checklist for short prints, you will see Julio Rodriguez, Spencer Torkelson, and Bobby Witt Jr. all in the regular checklist with every other player. So this makes you think that it should be the exact same odds of pulling these players. So based off of that, I'm actually going to show you how much it should be. I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert on this one. I don't believe it's accurate, but let's show it. So the very first thing you want to do is use the clear acetate odds. They're the clear numbered to 10 that come in hobby boxes only. The good thing about these clear is there's 100 cards numbered to 10, so it's really easy to reverse engineer and kind of use some algebra to get back to where the print runs roughly are. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be a lot closer than what we had previously. So we need to see how many clear cards exist in the product. So there's 1,000. There's 100 on the checklist times 10, 1,000 total clears in all the hobby boxes. Now we need to know how many base cards it takes to get a clear card. If we go 12 times this number, the 12 is there's 14 cards in a hobby pack. On average, 2 of them are not base cards. So we have 12 instead of 14, and it's 1 in every 2,225 packs gets you a clear card according to the pack odds on the back of the pack. So that means there's 26,700 base cards to 1 clear card. So the next step is a little bit more math. You go 1 over 26,700 equals 1,000 over X, solve for X, and you get 26,700,000 total number of cards in the hobby print run. So in all hobby boxes, there are over 26 million base cards. So now all we have to do is divide that number by how many cards are on the checklist. So there's a 330 card checklist divided by that 26 million. That gives us about 81,000 of each base card. If we did 14 cards instead of the 12, say every card's a base card, then this number's around 90,000. But either way, you're going to see 80,000 of each base is pretty high. For just hobby boxes only, that's not jumbo, that's not retail formats, that's not the complete sets, just the hobby boxes. So how many hobby boxes exist? So we go 26,700,000, divide that by 12 because there's 12 base cards in a pack, and then you divide that by 24 because there's 24 packs in a hobby box. So there's 92,708 actual hobby boxes in existence. If you divide that by 12 because there's 12 boxes in a case, that gets us to 7,726 cases. A lot of cases of this product. After that, I just want to show how many packs that was. It's about 2 million packs, hobby packs. So how many short prints are there? So we know to actually pull a short print, it's 1 in every 50 packs. So we know there's 2.23 million packs out there, and 1 out of every 50 has a short print. And how many players are on that checklist? There are 78 players on that checklist. So that means out of 1 out of every 50 packs has a 1 in 78 chance of getting the Bobby Witt or the Julio Rodriguez or the Spencer Torkelson. It could have been any single player if we are running under the assumption that every single player on that checklist is the same odds like you would assume based off of how they're listed. So how many total short prints are there? So if we go 2,225,000, because that's how many packs exist, divided by 50, that gives us 44,500 total short prints. So how many of each player exist? If we go 44,500, which is how many short prints total exist in the product, divided by 78 is how many stated checklist short prints there are. That gives you 571 short prints in hobby boxes, the entire line. Out of 92,000 complete hobby boxes, only 571 of each player. That seems incredibly wrong to me personally. The reason I say that is because that's super low. That means if we match that to jumbo boxes, for example, there's only about 1,200 to 2,000 total Julio Rodriguez short prints in all of the hobby lineup, which seems wrong. But let's look at this a little bit more. Let's pretend for now as if it was accurate. So how many boxes does it take to pull a Julio Rodriguez? If we go 92,000 right here, that's how many boxes exist, divided by 571. That's how many Julio Rodriguez short prints exist according to this number. That gives us one Julio Rodriguez in every 162 boxes, or one in every 13 cases. So I did this math, and I wasn't going to release this video because of this math, but I dove deeper. So stay with me, it will be worth it. So how many are actually there with this method? If we have hobby of 571, jumbo, let's say there's 600. I don't know this number exactly. It's probably identical to hobby. I just rounded it out to 600 for a nice round number. Retail, let's say it's 3 times more than hobby because there's so much retail existing, and then short print's a short print in both retail and hobby. That would give us a total of only about 4,684 Julio Rodriguez short print rookie cards in existence. So this shows you that the actual odds on the back of the pack are most likely inaccurate. I don't want to throw this number out the window. It could be right. I highly doubt it's right, but it could be according to pack odds for hobby boxes. But I think they actually printed more of these than the other short prints, and you're seeing them more often than the other ones simply because they're the chase cards of the entire product, and Topps isn't silly enough to make it a 1 in every 13 cases find, in my personal opinion. So the next thing I wanted to try, because the last example didn't seem exactly accurate, is I wanted to look at this short print, how many are listed and sold on eBay in comparison to a card like this Wander Franco that is serial number listed and sold on eBay. This way we can get an idea of where we're at with how many are listed compared to a card that we know how many exist. So right here, there are 499 short prints listed for Julio Rodriguez. I did this by searching Julio Rodriguez 659 because that's what this card number is. I did add 50 more to this total because there's probably 50 other short prints that just say Topps Series 2 Julio Rodriguez rookie card, and they don't mention the 659. So for that reason, I say there's 549 sold or listed on eBay. For Wander Franco, his gold rookie card, I took out a ton of the different searches because it kept pulling up wrong things. But either way, there are about, right here, 128 that have been sold, 114 that have been listed. That's 242. I minus 30 because there still are gold foils, which are not serial numbered, not the card we're looking for. And that gives us a total of 212. So if we divide 549 by 212, that gives us 2.59 times higher on the Julio Rodriguez than the Wander Franco gold. So if we were to do that math, if we went 2.59 times by 2022, which is what this card is numbered to, that gives us 5,236 of each of these Julio Rodriguez short print rookie cards, which is actually pretty dang close to what the pack odds said before. So that makes me a little nervous. I wanted to compare it a little bit more. So let's look at this now. 2018 Series 2. I'm changing gears. We're gonna go through this really quick. I already showed you exactly how you could figure out the math of this. I'm just gonna show you the final total. How many hobby cases exist of 2018 Series 2? Let's ask you that question. The Acuna Jr. bat down card. This is from 2018 Topps Series 2. It's the short print. People have speculated there's about 10 to 20,000 of these. There are only 2,688 hobby cases, and only had 31,000 of each base card in hobby boxes, compared to, I believe it was over 7,000 hobby cases, and 80 to 90,000 base cards of each player. So you can see how much the base cards have increased. I wanted to show this number because we're going to be looking at this a little bit more. I want to compare it to Acuna. So now if we take this Julio Rodriguez and compare it to Ronald Acuna Jr., we can see that it actually is about 1.7 times more common on eBay currently. So there's actually 549 Julio Rodriguez and 319 Ronald Acuna Jr. bat down rookie cards, which was his short print. So if that is accurate to 1.7, and we want to say that the print run of the Ronald Acuna Jr. is 10 to 20,000, then that would mean there's about 17,000 to 34,000 Julio Rodriguez rookie cards. So now we're kind of getting to the number people expect. We're getting to a higher number. The main issue with this right now, however, is Ronald Acuna Jr. is not playing that good. And because he's not playing that good, no one wants to sell these cards they paid a lot of money for, and so they're holding. While Julio Rodriguez, on the other hand, they're selling right now because he's playing well. And for that reason, we're seeing a really interesting, huge increase. I don't think this number is actually accurate. So let's look at Series 2 print runs from 2018 to 2022. Like I said, there are 7,725 hobby cases of 2022 Topps Series 2. There are 2,688 hobby cases of 2018 Topps Series 2. So huge difference in only 4 years. Everybody says Acuna was about 1 in every case or so of a hobby product, whether it was jumbo or hobby. And if Acuna was released in 2022 with the same print run, so we know exactly that's 1 per case back then. We know there's 2,688 in hobby. We're just going to say that flat, even though it's probably not accurate. If that's the case, we insert these cards into a product with 7,725 cases. That means you're landing an Acuna 1 in every 3 cases, essentially. That's very similar to what Julio Rodriguez is landing in, if not even tougher to find a Julio Rodriguez. So what does this tell us? This card, in my opinion, is printed about the same, if not slightly less, than the Ronald Acuna Jr. bat down from 2018 Topps Series 2. That's my conclusion from this. I don't think it's 5,000, and I don't think it's 20,000. I actually think it's sitting between 5 and 15-ish, right where the Ronald Acuna Jr. bat down is printed, and because of that, it's actually more rare than I think a lot of people realized. So I wanted to show my thoughts, take all the math, take all the data I showed you, and make your own conclusions with what I've shown. But either way, I think that this card is going to be worth a decent amount in the future, simply because it's as rare as the Acuna. Whatever the Acuna is doing, if Julio Rodriguez can be a great ball player as good as Ronald Acuna Jr. is, that means his cards have the same ceiling at this point. That's the whole purpose of doing all this, is to get an idea of if this card is worthwhile. The Vladimir Guerrero Jr. short print in 2019 Series 2 wasn't even worth showing on here because it wasn't really a short print. You'd get a few in a case, essentially, or maybe every other hobby box you would get one. It's more rare than the base cards, but it's still probably printed about 100,000. While these cards are each going to be around 20,000 or less. And so for that reason, I think this shows that it is a good buy. There are flaws in the math and there are flaws in some of the assumptions we made, and I understand that, but overall it gives us a really good snapshot, at least of what we can see of pulling the curtain back. Other than that, thank you for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this card. If you think 10-ish thousand is kind of where I'm thinking this is a low enough number to maintain value, or if you think it's too high. Thank you for watching, and if you wouldn't mind sharing this video, that'd be great. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything in the future, and I'll see you in the next one.